Ricky and Montaric. Bob, kick us off, please.
Okay, well, hey, Ricky, we saw the tweet about you definitely coming back. I was wondering if maybe you could just go into the thought process there.
Yeah, I had a couple of meetings with Coach Pittman after Missouri, and we talked about my grade, and I didn't really like my grade at the time. So, and with Coach Pittman and Coach Kennedy, I think it's a no-brainer to come back to only go up from there.
And then what do you thought of the season you had? I know you got hurt in camp, but I don't think you missed many, if any, snaps. Maybe a little bit in one of those games. I can't remember. Just what do you thought of your season?
I thought I played good overall. I thought there were some tweaks here and there that I can get better at, but I thought I had an overall good season. I think I do need to get a little bit stronger, though. I think that will help next year. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stay, get a little bit stronger. I think it's going to definitely help for my senior year.
And then Montaric, I know you had a great year. I think you tied for the SEC lead with 5 picks. Just what you thought of your season overall?
I felt like it was great. There's always room for improvement, just to work on my technique and things like that. But I feel like it was great.
I know you got invited to one of the All-Star games, but have you made a decision yet about you have a year left? Are you definitely planning to turn pro, or what's your thought process on that?
I'm not sure yet. I'm still deciding if I want to come back.
And then if I could ask one more, I think Arkansas was 4 in one of the games when you had picks. So that's, probably not a coincidence. Just how big do you think those interceptions were? And I know in LSU you talked about how, you got burned a couple of times like all the cornerbacks do, but, you didn't lose confidence. What do you think about teams throwing at you and you made them pay a lot?
I mean, it's just that's what comes with the game. You just got to take the challenge. Team's going to do that, and I just plan on taking on the challenge.
Thanks.
Tom.
Now I've got a few. Buster, what did practice look like today after basically 2 weeks of layoff?
Practice went great. The young guys got a lot of reps. It went great. They did their part, and practice went great.
Ricky, your thoughts on that, just coming back from 2 weeks? Looked like y'all got a little running in, I guess, some of the main guys.
Yeah, we did. We had a little bit of Indy today. I know the young guys, they went out and they played against each other today, and they took the vets, and we went and ran. And, so.
Buster, you said that you've had a great year. Just what was it where you feel like you got better, where you improved, and you made all SEC from the coaches? How did that feel?
It feels great, just trusting Coach Carter and Coach Odom playing, just having them put me in the right position to make plays, just working on my technique every day, man, just trusting the process, it was a great feeling, just having a great season, and everything went as planned.
Okay, and to both of you, and Ricky, if you could start, the fact that you guys went to a Florida Bowl, you were 8-4. I don't think any analysts, that picked this stuff had you with 8 wins in a Florida Bowl. Just what it means that you've made this improvement this season.
Well, it means a lot. I mean, I just heard that we haven't been to a Florida Bowl or whatever in like 15 years, which I think is pretty cool. Especially going down playing Tampa, warm weather, that'll be awesome. And just the way we finished out the season 8-4, I think it's a great season. I'm just super proud of our team.
Buster, if you could address that, please.
Just keeping a chip on our shoulder. We still hungry. We still not satisfied. So we're just ready to go compete.
And the fact that you guys made it to a Florida Bowl, what that means to you?
It means a lot. We earned this bowl. So I'm just ready to the team and I just ready to go compete.
Thanks. I might have a few more.
Right.
Yeah, Montaric, I was curious if you guys jumped into any Penn State stuff. Have you looked at film, or is it just kind of a period where you're just focusing on you guys and getting better?
Right now, we're just focusing on ourselves and just getting back to the groove.
Did you guys talk to Coach Pittman after he came back from Tampa? What did he say about that trip?
He said it was unbelievable, man. Like the grass there compared to our stadium is just great. It's just the weather and everything is just great. So we just can't wait to get down there.
When you're making your decision on whether to come back or not, is that just going to be based mainly on where you're projected to go in the NFL, or is there any other factors that you might consider?
It's a lot of keys that played in that. I just got to communicate with my family and my coaches.
What about you, Ricky? Your thoughts on playing Penn State, and have you jumped into looking at any of their personnel?
No, we haven't watched any of their film. I think playing Penn State is going to be awesome. I know they're a good historic program, and I think it's going to be good for our program to play them, especially in a Florida Bowl, and we're excited for it.
Is there such a thing as overkill, jumping into an opponent too early versus, waiting maybe till the 20th or something?
Honestly, I have no idea. I mean, I don't know.
It's whatever the coaches say.
Yeah, it's whatever coaches say, we just do that.
Yeah, gotcha. All right, thanks, guys.
Nate,
Yeah, Ricky, I just wondered with Traylon, obviously not going to the game, just how do you go for them to restructure the offense? Just what differences do you see that you all have to do?
Yeah, I don't know much about what's going on, like, with Traylon leaving the offense. Like today was our first practice, so I mean, we're just getting slowly back in the groove of things, and I don't know too much about that.
Hodge,
Yeah.
Yeah, Montaric, one of y'all's teammates there in the DB room, Trent Gordon, was at Penn State. Have you had a chance to talk to him? Has he said anything about this matchup?
No, I'm gonna have to go talk to him about it. I haven't discussed it with him yet.
all right, Bob, you can finish this off, please.
Okay, Ricky, the offensive line was, I guess, among the finalists for the Joe Moore Award, and Cody was a Burroughs Award semifinalist or whatever. Just what you think about the year the line had, and Cody coming in, didn't get assigned that position until the summer with the coaching move.
Yeah, I think we had a heck of a year as an O-line. We definitely got a lot closer we were close last season, but this year as a group, we grew closer. Coach Kennedy coming in, he was awesome. We just bonded right away all with each other. I think we can only keep going up from here.
And then I know I think you and Ridgway are pretty good buddies. Just wonder what you thought about the year he had, and I don't know, maybe him and Dalton could wrestle or something, since Dalton's doing this.
Ridgway is a beast. Blocking him every day in practice. He's definitely one of the best guys I go against. He's just a beast. He's super strong, and I'm glad he's on our team.
And then Montaric, obviously Traylon's a big loss. I think anybody can blame for what he's doing, but how do you think the receivers will respond? Whether it's the young guys or the older guys.
I just think of the next man up mentality. It's a chance for a young guy to step up and make plays.
Okay. Thanks.
Tom, last one. We'll let these guys go.
Yeah, Ricky, DTs in the Southeastern Conference. I don't know if it gets any better. Who's some of the best ones you went up against this year?
This year, I'd have to say, definitely number off the chart, Jordan Davis from Georgia. He's huge. He was really good. He's strong. And I have to say, DeMarvin Leal from A&M was pretty good too. And Christian, I can't remember his name actually, but there's a guy from Alabama that was pretty good too.
Okay, and then Busta, same thing for SEC wide receivers. Who were the best you saw?
I would say Jamison Williams and Mechie.
Yeah, and we've seen Traylon Burks highlights, but Busta, what have you seen Traylon Burks that takes him to another level?
Man, just his physicality, his speed, man. He just reminds me of Julio Jones for some reason. I just call him that in practice, and like his size, he got it all. He's a complete wide receiver.
Thanks, y'all.
I appreciate it, guys.